So true respect for people, which is a core Toyota and Shingo principle. It means designing systems that don't have waste and don't waste human potential. That's huge, right? So it means clear, honest processes with quick feedback loops. I call this a learning machine. Predictable flow, dignity in work, not polite euphemisms that mask inefficiency. And this is maturity. When we start maturing in our lean enterprises and we start having the right conversations and we start moving in the right directions, this is what we'll find. We can hold people in uncertainty, and then we can pat ourselves on the back and say, well, we have human-centered language, and this is good, but it's not good. It's not good. We need to look at the system as a whole and ask ourselves, what is true respect for people? What is the respectful thing that we were trying to learn? What's the root cause? Misaligned systems that treat manufacturing and transactional worlds as fundamentally different instead of variations on the same theme. What is that theme? Value creation through flow. That's what we're trying to do, right? And these are the ideas that I'm trying to bring today. These are the conversations that I want to have. So what's the fix? How do we do this? Well, build your Rosetta Stone if you want to. That's fine, but you're going to have to transcend it, right? You're as we begin to grow and as we begin to bring these units together. Maybe you have a Rosetta Stone as you deploy in the silo. I've seen that, and I'm not saying we shouldn't do that, but we should be pushing towards the true north, the star that's in the sky that's guiding our ship, right? Where are we going? When we start to build our value stream maps, pull transactional and operational together. Pull manufacturing in when you do your transactional value stream maps. Why? Because you're going to have interesting conversations. It's going to force the customers to be in the room with their next operation as a customer or their supplier or all the different people that they're going to be engaged with. They're going to ask questions. Why did you call it that? Why do you call my process that? Why do you see it that way? Right. And when we create that respectful culture where people can talk and they can learn from each other, standardize language where it matters. You're not going to be able to standardize it everywhere. The teams won't allow it. You'll get pushback. I see this all the time. But keep core lean terms consistent. Waste, flow, pull, tact, right? Explain analogies clearly. And you'll see this. I try to do this a lot when I run into a principle and I'm having trouble in communicating or people don't want to accept it. I try to bring it into a real life principle and say, well, what would that look like in the real world? How can I show you what that looks? Because we can get hung on words all day long, and people get scared of words. They get offended by words, but let me just show you what that looks like in the real world, and then let me ask you through Kata, how might you apply that where you are, right? Train leaders to translate on the fly. Wow, that's huge. Where we have leaders and they're hearing this and are we, if let's say we can't bring the masses with us, let's say we can't bring everybody with us and they're not willing to accept that yet. Do our leaders know, hey, we're speaking different language in these 5 different silos and everybody's calling this a different thing. So when you hear this come up and you're doing these value stream map events, I want to teach you what this means so you can help bring that together and have those conversations. Now we're building leadership.